Growth Podcast. Today, we are breaking down a critical question. What if mindset alone isn't enough? Over this session, we're going past typical self-help cliches to explore how to grow intentionally, consistently, and with clear direction, based on the core principles of my book, Strategic Growth Mindset. We will map out three foundational pillars: shifting to intentional thinking, building systems for structured execution, and establishing absolute long-term direction. Let's dive in. Let's start with a needed reality check regarding traditional motivation. Most of us have experienced sudden bursts of inspiration, but motivation alone is not a system. Relying on it causes massive frustration because motivation is entirely temporary. Life simply gets in the way. When you experience growth without a strategy, you might be improving single skills, but you aren't progressing in a direction that actually matters. This leads to a total lack of direction because improvement does not automatically equal progress. The data proves this execution gap. 73% of people completely fail to execute their plans, and 85% lack the core systems to support them. The space between what you know and what you do is where execution dies. So what exactly is a strategic growth mindset? It goes far beyond just a positive belief that you can improve. It requires three powerful mental and operational shifts. First, we move from reaction to intentional thinking, stopping the habit of reacting to daily circumstances and instead designing your conscious response. Second, we shift from raw effort to structured execution, moving away from simply working hard blindly and focusing on building systems that sustain high performance automatically. And third, we shift from short-term wins to long-term direction, aligning your daily microscopic actions with your macroscopic vision so you always focus on what truly matters. This takes us straight to the action gap, the space between knowing and doing. Most people read books, attend workshops, and make beautiful plans, but execution never follows. To bridge this gap, we must abandon a willpower-based approach and adopt a system-based approach. Look at our closing mechanism framework. It starts with intent by setting a clear goal, but that intent must immediately feed into a system that structures your environment. The system triggers the automated behavior, which you repeat consistently, ultimately yielding the permanent result. Take our morning deep work microsystem as an example. Rather than trying to focus, you make focus inevitable by blocking 60 minutes on your calendar, removing your phone from the room, and setting definitive environmental triggers. Structure dictates behavior. As you execute your systems, growth must become an adaptive, continuous loop. It flows from action to feedback to adjustment and right back into better action. High performers do not fear failure, they treat failure as pure data. To run this system effectively, you must reframe your internal thinking. Instead of looking at a setback and saying, I failed, you must look at the data and ask, what did this teach me? You can operationalize this mindset easily using our weekly review template. Every week, identify your three major wins, isolate your three core blockers, and commit to exactly one tactical adjustment for the upcoming week. This turns reflection into a repeatable discipline. Why is this system so desperately needed right now? Because of the brutal reality of our current landscape. We live in a market where change is constant. Technical skills expire faster than ever. Traditional business models are disrupted overnight. Information overload creates endless noise, and unpredictable conditions mean certainty is entirely rare. In this environment, your biggest competitive advantage is no longer the static knowledge inside your head, it is your baseline ability to adapt. Adopting a strategic growth mindset builds fast learning capabilities, ensures consistent execution under extreme volatility, and aligns your daily work with a long-term strategic vision. This is your ultimate competitive edge. If you are ready to stop leaving your progress to chance, my book, Strategic Growth Mindset, serves as a practical execution-first blueprint. It is written specifically for professionals looking to accelerate their careers, managers building high-performing cultures, founders scaling resilient businesses, and teams striving for elite collaboration. The book systematically walks you through exactly how to think strategically about your trade-offs, close your personal action gaps through tailored systems, build unbreakable execution mechanics, and lead yourself and others with profound clarity. It is designed to take you entirely from raw potential to sustained performance. As we close out today's episode, I want to challenge you with the defining question: are you just trying to grow by working harder, or are you growing strategically? Leave behind the trap of temporary inspiration and anchor yourself to this foundational truth. You do not rise to the level of your motivation. You rise to the level of your systems and your thinking. Focus on building better systems today, and the results will take care of themselves. If you found value in this session, please share the episode with someone ready to move from thinking to doing. Check out Strategic Growth Mindset on Amazon and subscribe for more execution first insights. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next session.